Makapag-ipon ng tama? Check. Makatipid? Check. Magkaroon ng tamang investments? Check. Makatulong sa kapwa? Check. Makatravel around the world ng libre? Check. Posible ang lahat ng yan sa IMG. Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo sa pagtulong at pag-abot ng ating mga pangarap. Sama-sama tayo sa 30M by 30 Agenda.
Dear Nay, Tay, kaibigan, handa ka na ba? Handa ka na ba sa mga biglang hamon ng buhay? Hamon ng buhay sa iyo at sa iyong pamilya. Alam niyo, life is full of surprises. Kailangan maging matalino, wais at madiskarte tayo sa buhay. Lalo na kung ang pamilya natin ang nakasalalay sa lahat ng mga bagay na ating ginagawa. Nay, Tay, kaibigan, ang Manila Bankers Assurance ay tutulong sa iyo para ikaw ay laging handa sa lahat ng hamon sa buhay. In all of life's uncertainties, ika nga. Kaya naman, why don't you show your love by protecting your family today? Narito kami para sa iyo. Gagabayan ka namin. Laging handang magbigay ng aming pagmamahal. This is our love letter to you. Nagmamahal, Manila Bankers Assurance.
Mga kauban, happy rainy Tuesday morning kaninyong tanan and welcome to another episode of Open Line News Media Forum here on MyTV Cebu, where all of our lines are open to discuss the latest and most relevant issues in terms of business, economics, politics, governance, security, among many others. My name is Andrea Patania Matthew. Kauban ako ang partner, co-host and co-moderator, Mr. Eric Espina. May buntag diya, Sir Eric.
May buntag og advance Happy Valentine's.
Uy,
Adi na
nagpadungog-dungog, Sir Eric da.
Oo, Happy Valentine's Red Day. And then, of course, hashtag lang, Open Line is open to all colors and open to all questions.
Yeah, so may buntag diha no sa itong mga ginikanan ug mga tinunaan nga nakabalik sa ilang mga panimalay human sa last minute nga class suspension karong buntaga. Ayaw na lang mo ka-stress. May pagmananaw mo og Open Line News Media Forum, makatun pa ta gikan sa ato ang mga speakers nga kauban karong buntaga. Sa di pa nato sila ila mga kauban, ato sang pasalamatan ang ato ang mga partners diri sa Open Line News Media Forum. Thank you very much to International Marketing Group or IMG, the Total Financial Solutions, Manila Bankers Assurance, the life and non-life company and the best way to show your love, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Kaiser Medical Center, and De Los Reyes Optical. So kaninyong tanan nga mga team bahay karong buntaga, kung doon na mo'y mga panghutana alang sa ato ang mga panelists, please feel free to type them in the comment section of our live streaming links via MyTV Cebu's Facebook page and YouTube channel. So go ahead and please introduce our panelists for today, Sir Eric.
Thank you sa atong mga ka-open liners, ang atong first guest. Tulo ni sila karon. To my right is Investigation Agent 5, Tessa A. Tuzon, Acting Assistant Regional Director, PIDEA 7. And to the left of Andrea is Dr. Avril H. Tu, Medical Specialist, Benefits Administration Section, PhilHealth Regional Office 7, and Dr. Joan Antoinette Albito, Medical Officer 4, Head Non-Communicable Diseases Section, DOH, Central Visayas Center for Health Development. Kompleto ha? Wala
Wala kay gihangak, sir.
Wala utang.
Complete yun ang ato ang pag-ila-ila no, sa ato ang mga panelists and their designation. So we are about to cover a wide array of topics this Tuesday morning. But perhaps let's start. This is very timely, especially now that the kids, the students, the parents are at home following the class suspension. This has been a concern, specifically here in Cebu. Kining baguhay lang nato nga mga na-report, Sir Eric. Kining mga pagkatap sa giingong vapes nga dunay marijuana oil. Unsa man gyud ni siya katinuod ug asa man gyud ang source ni ini. Ato ning klaruhon gikan sa ato ang mga partners sa PDEA 7. Ma'am, good morning and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Ma'am, Sir Ellie, and everyone. So, I would like to start with the statement, kaning marijuana or cannabis, this is still illegal in the Philippines. The production, cultivation, the possession, mere possession, the use, the sale, pagpamaligya, pag-deliver, pag-transport, pag-distribute, pag-dispense, they are still punishable under Article 2 of RA 9165. So, kaninga component, muning naasa, ginatawag nila vape with marijuana oil or kaning naa siya tetrahydrocannabinol or THC. Based on intelligence reports, ma'am, and investigation, so kani siya nga vape, they are imported products. So, dili siya locally produced. So, they are smuggled here sa Cebu.
Giunsa man ni siya pag-distribute, ma'am, gikan sa nagkadaiyang nasod, ma'am. Giunsa ni siya pagpasulod dinhi o kinsa say mga suppliers based sa inyong intelligence monitoring?
Dahan siya kanang ma'am through courier services ang pagpasulod. So they can sometimes mga goods, ma'am, they can be mistaken as ordinary vape products.
Oh.
And I would like everyone to know that marijuana man good is illegal or authorized in other countries.
Yes.
That includes matong neighboring Asian countries.
Mhm.
So because of medyo lax kay sila dito sa ilang laws regarding cannabis or marijuana, nag-kuan sila, nag-overly produce. Muna nag-spill over this at Pilipinas. So they need the market. And naay market sila nakita dito sa Pilipinas considering the use of vape. This is considered as a fad. Popular ba sa atong younger generation and also other vulnerable sectors sa atong community because the nature of their work. So muna nakita natong reason sa pag-circulate sa vape products with marijuana oil dito sa Cebu.
So giunsa ni nato pagpahugot na karon, ma'am, sa ato ang security pinaagi aning mga courier services sa pagpasulod aning vape with marijuana oil diri sa Pilipinas, specifically sa Region 7?
So namugod tay ginatawag kanang LGU anti-drug plan. So isa na siya sa mga strategies nato na mo collaborate with the couriers and mga civil society organizations and also kanang bitong to enhance ang ilahang within sa ilang area kanang drug-free workplace program nila, unsaon pag-detect. So natin ginatawag apil na sa atong collaboration pag mahiuyan sa ilaha unsaon pag-detect kung if ever na ay mga illegal products moagi sa ilaha. And also we also have coming orientation this coming March. This is for those government and private entity, including kaning courier services, if ever naa sila of they are planning to procure narcotic detection dogs. Kay considering na among gutay bagong law po sa DDB, passed by the DB Regulation number 4 series of 2024, kanang pag-possess, pag-handle og narcotic detection dogs should be accredited by PDEA. So kana isa pa na sa atong ipauyan sa ilaha na if naa sila detection narcotic detection dogs, dapat accredited sila para sakto makatabang sa ilaha sa detection of drugs if ever gamiton ilahang company sa smuggling of dangerous drugs.
Pero so far, ma'am, walay liability kining mga courier services nga involved sa pag-transport aning illegal products. Kanang perhaps naabay penalty nga impose para mahimong mandatory na gyud ni ang inyong suggestion?
We're still investigating on that, ma'am, sa ilang liability.
So far, ma'am, asa na mga areas din sa Sugbog sa Region 7 ang doon na mo'y mga na-confiscate sa PIDEA nga mga vapes with marijuana oil?
Natin mga confiscation this year, I think naasa last January, Consolacion, and in Cebu, and in Mandaue. So for this year, ma'am. So daghan-daghan jud siya.
Unsay profile ani nga mga areas, ma'am? Matawag ba ni nato sila nga diha mga party scene sa mga kabatanunan or
Ang dili siya kuan ma'am, kung sa supplier lang siya nakuha. Dito na to siya nakuha ang products. So during bypass operation siya na seize na to ang products. So dili siya sa mismong asa ginagamit.
do we still have other areas that are under your radar as of now without necessarily divulging kung asa nino? Pero napabatay mga gipanglantawan nga possible ta mag-operate specifically for this?
We are still conducting investigation, backtracking ma'am. Kaya namagutay seizure last time sa isa ka courier company. So gina-backtrack nato kato iyang mga source, ang iyang connections o katong mga asa siya gikan pod. And sa kung asa gikan ma'am, we also have ma'am, si PIDEA established a new service. This is to kaya diba, online selling ang involved ani ma'am eh. So we have a new service sa national office. This is to conduct online cyber security for backtracking and takedown, and we also have an international affairs service. This is to collaborate with the probable source nga countries kung asa nagikan nga mga vape products.
Perhaps in a bit we'll also get the side of our partners from DOH kabahin aning mga ill effects of vaping, pero we'll discuss that in a bit. But aside from aning vape with marijuana oil, Ma'am Tessa, unsa pa may inyuhang priority agenda sa PIDEA 7? Kamusta man ang problema sa pagpakatap sa ginadiling droga sinhi sa Region 7?
The problem of dangerous drug is still a big challenge, dili lang sa law enforcers but also other sectors of the community. That is why we are trying to involve everyone in the campaign, considering kaning problema magod sa droga needs a holistic approach, a whole of a nation approach, multi-sectoral approach. So dili na siya kaya ma-solve for applying law enforcement alone. So we have to address the problems, dili lang sa supply, we also need to sa demand nga side, and of course katong barangay drug clearing program. And of course, dili lang sa government side nga part, pati ang private sectors. Motong giapil na ko atong mga courier services, ang partnership nato with CSO. So apil po diha ang atong mga pagbantay sa atong airports and seaports. So naputay mga incoming trainings for our Cebu and Bohol, considering apil pa namo sa ang Bohol. So seaport interdiction units. So there will be soon mga signing mga I think March. So mga signing kay isa maguna sa tong vulnerable area ma'am kaning seaports atong coastlines. So muna to atong gi-strengthen nato atong pagbantay sa atong mga ports. So apil diha ang mga airport and security forces.
In terms of supply, ma'am, dako paghihapon nga problema ba ang drug supply in Region 7?
Medyo dako-dako gihapon itong seizure this past months. That's why di mo guna ito mabantayan ma'am tanang coastlines na to kay may consisting man to ka ng mga island provinces. So kaning involvement, participation, cooperation sa mga seaport and airport forces, atong LGU, especially the community, dako jud kay tabang nato para masulbad ang problema sa droga.
Partner, thank you. Ang pangutanon nako nimo kan Agent Tucson is, as we are speaking, there is a momentum siguro nga wala pa nato nakitaan nga nakasud nga wala pa nato nadakpan. So my question to you now is, nabatay kamanduan sa ato mga courier services sa customs nato nga pag-abot sa mga vape products na ay red flag immediate. In the meantime, our system is catching up in order to be able to identify and catch which one is the legal kuan and which is the illegal. Nabatay kuan or sa mga courier services na nabay gipagawas nga red notice or something tanang vape ikuan sa ihinay-hinay pag-release para ma-review.
Kana sir, authority magud ana sir, wala mi sa PIDEA. However sir, kaning partnership with customs and other government agencies, we also have what we call the RICG, the ICAD, the interagency. This is interagency task group to address kaning tanang aspect sa drug problem, sir. So isa na sa among i-tackle kaning problema nato sa vape products with THC. So isa na sa atong i-tackle puhon kauban nila para ma-solve nato siya nga concerns.
We're hoping nga mag-meeting sila dayon kay kuan man kaning red flag magyudayon na, and then murag mawara siguro na sa mga courier services, di ba? For the meantime murag siguro ma-pause lang siya. And then the other thing that I'd like to ask you is kanibang mo yung mga nadakpan nato, no? Pero based on your experience and expertise, napay uban nga wala nadakpan siguro.
Yes, sir.
Sa imong pagtanaw.
I believe sir, napadyo sir. So ongoing bagya pa tong backtracking ani sir.
And then you said it's a courier service. Ang courier service ra ba ang mode of entry, or there are other aside from airports and ports? Imong pagtanaw kay very imaginative magud ni mga drug mga drug businessmen. So imong tanaw, what other areas should we be looking at?
So isa na sir, kana pagsulod nila sa mga atong seaports, gikan sa Luzon ba, magbarko, mag-eroplano, pasulod. So isa na sa kuana. Kaya mo gato mga entry ports or airports, the seaport, the coastline, and mail or parcel services. So usually diha jud nila gipasulod ang mga droga pag smuggle.
And then kaning mangutana lang ko nimo ma'am kay basig kulang mog personnel, kulang mog budget. Unsa man gyud ideal sa PDEA 7 in terms of pila pa kabok ahente ang angay ma-recruit kay basig nya na yung mga gusto mo apply sad, and then unsay mga kinahanglan, so inana ba?
Medyo compared dyan sa other law enforcement unit, gamay dyan kini si PIDEA. So among ahente, kuan na siya, wala kabot og 100. So we are covering 2 provinces, Bohol and Cebu, and the 3 SUCs. But however, in fact, nag-hiring mi karon. So nami open nga Intelligence Officer 1. So sabit lang sila sa office. Bachelor's degree, so and with second level na eligibility.
Asa sila mo adto ma'am dapita ma'am?
They can, ang mga requirements, they can view it in our Facebook account, PIDEA Region 7. So, i-like and share na lang po, di ba? Among kuan. And of course, you can go to our office to submit the requirements. And you can ask for our Human Resource Management Officer. Our office is located in Doña Modesta Gaisano Street in Sudlon, Barangay Lahog, Cebu City. So, tapad mi sa Cebu Police Provincial Office.
Ma'am, mahimbawan lang nato kay for purposes of numbers kay ato mga media people, they always love numbers and statistics now to be able to report it and go on record. Imong tanaw ma'am, how big is the problem din sa Region 7? Number of drug addicts, and then the demographics, kung shabu, marijuana, and then cocaine. Kung naalang kay record ma'am, kay para we can get a handle of how big the problem is, and nagkulang pa mo ahente, so you can see the comparison ba?
As of last year, per data na mo, we have 55,000 identified drug personalities. Although sa kaning 55,000, 33,000 of this were given intervention. So unsa man ning intervention? So nadiha ang katong community-based rehabilitation program, atong sa Balay Silangan program for the pusher. We also have our those who are enrolled in the treatment and rehabilitation centers for katong severely na drug user, and also those who were arrested. So dako jud 55,000 identified pa lang ni na drug personalities.
Just 2 more question, partner. Kaning ang mode of arrest is always by bust, ma'am, di ba? Na pwede ba na sa kuan mo RA 9165 murag possession or being in the drug den, murag appeal man siguro na. So are there other modes of kuan lang aside from by bust?
So aside from by bus, ang modes of arrest nato ay kanda ka ng search warrant operation, or we are implementing warrants of arrest against a certain wanted person. So na po diha katong in flagrante delicto, or they are caught plain view in possession or of dangerous drugs. So muna itong modes of arrest or modes of operations in implementing the anti-drug law.
And final, ma'am, kaning natay mga incinerators, ma'am, kay makatabang incinerator. Maski portable ba? Para, and then, ang ebidensya lang, kuha na ito gamay, and then before submission sa korte, nabatay maginana, or pwede ta mangayo siguro, mintras sa kuan ba, sa atong mga kinadakaan sa gobyerno?
Si PDEA, sir, wala siya incinerator. Daghan po gusto mo tabang sa atua. So not sa una, si Cebu City and Cebu Province gusto ta mo purchase og incinerator katong mobile, sir. However, nag-failure og bidding considering kanang gikan pa magusto na sa gawas, sir. Kani nga products, so wala siya local products mo that time katong gusto ta na sila mo palit, wala jud na appeal sa bidding. However, sa ginahimo nato karon, we are in partnership with the Cosmopolitan Funeral Homes. So we are conducting at least twice a year na destruction activities. So kung ang sa process na gud ani, kung walay kanang order of destruction from the judge, kung katong with cases with arrested personalities, ug walay destruction order from the National Office, dili ta maka-destroy. So, pag naana si nanay kaninga order, naani siya, mo schedule da you make destruction. And if naay mga seizure nga kaning dagko, sir, nga 1 kilo pataas, inana, kami na mangitag way na mo motion ta kay judge nga padalion ang order mo gawas for destruction. Mapadali nato. Ang kuan magud magong kaning destruction of drugs, ang cost magud ani unta is from the accused. Okay, wala may kanang pundo magud si gobyerno ani. So sila dapat, however, di man gud ta pwede maghulat sa ilaha nga sila mo gasto, mamugusta sa ilaha nga sila mo gasto. So part na lang nato ni atong na lang mga initiative para wala tay ang office dili mag-store og dakang ebidensya mo nang basta na joy order, sir. Amo jud ang ifuanda yun i-implement.
Mohangyo na lang tas mga dagko kayong corporation partner, CSR nila appeal, basi pwede sila mo donate, dili na mohagig bidding og mga incinerators para sa PDEA 7. So hangyo lang ta basig na ay mga dagkong tawo nga pwede mo donate, di ba?
In addition dai, sir, kaning isa pa doon ta ang maayon ta if kaning bitaw sa di ba natin problema sa garbage. Kasi if ever naunti sila incinerator, pwede to ipa-appeal dito. However, namagod ay kuan pod ka ng prohibition from the ENR. So dili mo daw pwede.
Ma'am, let's also talk about the, aside from the kaning inyuhang confiscation, let's talk about the reformation program of PDEA. They say mong good nga, drug rehabilitation is only for the rich. Not everyone can afford it. Kamusta man ang atuang availability sa atuang rehabilitation centers nga supported by the government alang sad sa atuang mga former drug users nga gikan sa marginalized sector?
Namaguti ko lahi-lahi man tag mga kind of intervention natay for si BDRP community base for katong dili kayo gamay ra ang iyang problema sa droga, dili siya severe. So dito siya si BDRP, which is naa ang mga barangays. Pero kung moderately o severely affect severe drug use, for severe drug use sa in-house yun na siya. So natay ginatawag ka ng these are DOH accredited TRCs. So natay duha ka for the in-house, natay duha ka government facility in Cebu. Ang panglalaki ka naman nasa DOH TRC Argao. And for babae, nasa DOH TRC Cebu City but located in Mandaue City. So I think na sila programs, especially katong dili ka afford, matabangan sa mga kuan maguna. Parang in tandem gyapon na siya sa mga LGUs kung asa resident ang kanang atong P-Woods or person with who use drugs. So na sila mga programs ana si TRCN in collaboration with the LGUs.
My last question, ma'am, before we move on to our other topic. Kining giingon nga war on drugs is not just a security concern, but it's also a political issue. The current administration right now has always emphasized about the importance of implementing a bloodless war on drugs. Kamo ba sa PIDEA, makaingon ba gyud mo nga kining bloodless war on drugs is possible? Especially nga kung naa gani mga krimen nga mahitabo sa komunidad, pirmi dayon ipasa ngadto sa mga drug users nga mao lagi na kinahanglan lagi effective tong tukhangon dayon.
Sa law enforcer magud ma'am, we are naman kuan, we are trained to to have maximum tolerance para ma-enforce na to ang law, whatever we can. Pero kung it comes naman to self-defense naman, for the safety naman sa enforcer, kung armado jud atong nasa kabilang side, di po ta kaingo nga di ta ka-assure dili jud siya maging bloodless. Because our enforcer, namo sila pamilya, di ba? Namo sila self na dapat depensahan. So, di jud nato ma-assure na siya, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Tessa. Later on, we'll open the floor for questions from the media for PIDEA. Ari na sad ta sa ato ang health issues. Good morning sa ato ang mga partners gikan sa Department of Health and PhilHealth. Let's first talk about Sir Eric. In celebration of Cancer Awareness Month, karong buwana, atong hisgutan, unsa naman karon ang mga leading types of cancer, Doc Joanne, especially dinhi sa Region 7. Asa man ang nag-una nga kaso?
Hello, good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you very much, my TV, for inviting the Department of Health to advocate for the Cancer Awareness Month, which we are celebrating this February. Now, as for the top leading cancers in the region, pareho ra gyud gyapon siya sa una, no? Number one would be lung cancer, followed by liver, and then we have breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and then we also have prostate cancer. So I think it's not just Region 7, but also nationwide, lung yun na ang number one.
Naka-contribute ba ani ang vaping, especially sa mga kabatanoonan, Doc, ug makaingon ba ta nga nagkabata ang ato ang mga pasyente nga na anay lung cancer?
I don't have the data as to the age, no, sa mga patients with cancer, especially sa lungs, but it would be safe to say nga it can potentially contribute sa lung cancer because of the harmful effects nga gi-contain sa vape. Because naman na siya, aside from nicotine, it also has formaldehyde, which is very toxic. So it can also cause, it's the cancer causing. So pwede. But aside from cancer, it primarily causes mga respiratory problems and cardiovascular problems. And also neurological because it affects the brain development.
So how about kung dungagan pag yun aning TCH, Doc? Murag masubraan pag yun ang effect ani sa panglawas.
Yes, kuan siya maka-contribute siya.
Aside, you also mentioned no lung cancer, liver cancer, breast cancer. In terms of fatality rate, nagkataas basad ang atong statistics in the region?
I don't have the 2025 data, but based on the 2024 data, neoplasms or cancer in all forms rank as number 8 leading cause of mortality in the region. Nationwide, it is top 3 cancer.
Pero nagka-high-tech or nagka-advanced na sad ba ato ang mga treatment options compared to the past? Or mas daghan na ba ta og available services karon nga mas dako atong chances for recovery or survival, especially for early detection?
Yes, in the local government units, we are pushing for early screening yun. That's why we are capacitating our health workers para makibaw sila sa mga basic screening services. Like for example, pap smear, katong visual inspection using acetic acid, and the breast exam. So these are basic cancer screening services that are readily available sa ilang mga local government units. So as in terms of the treatment options, naasad na mga advances na pod, but these are available sa mga hospital facilities. Now, what's important is we detect cancer early. Kay it helps improve outcome. So bisan pa og advance ang atong treatment, if cancer is detected very late na, the chances of survival is also low. So muna nga, we always encourage the public to go for screening, make cancer screening as part of their regular habit.
Aside from early detection through early screening, naabay tips ang DOH, Doc, para malikayan nga mataptan og cancer? This is very broad, no? Kay lahi-lahi man nga types of cancer atong gikuan. But kanang naalam ba tay murag template sa atong lifestyle para dili ka magka-cancer? Or is this kanang, sa mani?
We can't really say that cancer is 100% preventable, no? But there are ways to somehow kana lessen the chances ka magka-cancer ka. But first of all, you have to know kung unsay imong risk. Do you have family history of cancer? So if you have family history of cancer, all the more nga mas magpa-check up jud ka, even if you don't have the symptoms yet. And then we encourage proper nutrition, healthy lifestyle choices. So avoid risk factors like smoking, heavy alcohol consumption, and also mo to akong gingon nga regular nga discipline in health checkups.
And then also ang atuang bakunas, especially
Yes.
for HPV
Yes.
vaccine,
Thank
Doc,
you
no?
for bringing that up.
Kaya ang mga, for parents man good, especially sa marginalized areas, mura sila og hesitant
Yes.
nga magpabakuna sa ilahang mga children, no? Young girls. Magsugod
Yes.
man ni at 9 years old, Doc, no?
9
So can
years
you tell us
old,
more about that?
9, 15. So, one of the primary prevention for cervical cancer is ang vaccination nato sa HPV or human papilloma virus. So gihatag ni siya for free sa ato ang mga young girls aged 9 to 15 or 9 to 14 sa mga school-based mata karon, no? But for out of school individuals, pwede na sa siya natong mahatag sa community-based. So, sa mga local government units or sa rural health centers. So, ihatag ni siya. Ang problem lang, good ani, kay hesitant, as you have said, hesitant ang mga mothers, and we cannot also blame because of kanabitang mga probably experience nila in the past and what they hear from the news. So, we are asking for the help of the media to help us spread the accurate, the right information to the public and encourage them to avail of the vaccination services because these are free. So, dili nato sayangan ang opportunity nga maprotektahan ang ato ang mga kabatanunan against cervical cancer, which is really highly preventable and highly treatable.
Ano na gyud ni siyang window sa edad sa usa ka babae, Doc, ang pwede makapa-vaccine sa HPV, 9 to 14? How about if nilapas na kanya, gusto
Sure,
ka
pwede good anytime. But as far as the vaccination, the National Immunization Program is concerned, muna siya ang atong target. But anytime, especially if you're in the sexually productive years, you're encouraged good nga makompleting mo ang imuhang vaccination. So lain-lain man na siya ang like number of doses. For example, kung pila ang imong age, kinahanglan nga 2 doses ka or 3 doses ka. For sa 9 to 14, as of now, 2 doses ang ato ang gihatag. But there have been moves nga himuon na lang siyang single dose for better compliance, but wala pa na siya gina-implement. Karon 2 doses ang kita gihapon.
So wala tay libre gikan sa gobyerno nga HPV vaccine for the higher age bracket.
Wala.
So kanirag yung
It's
90-40.
target, yes.
You've mentioned magud katong the reproductive years, Doc. No mo manggod niya ang mga mindset sa mga ginikanan ba nga nganong bakunahan ang 9 years old, ila manggod automatically i-think nga di man ni siya sexually active inaning idara. Can you please clarify this misconception nganong 9 years old mangyud ang usa ka batang babae nga angay bakunahan og HPV?
Actually, this is based good on studies nga mas better ang protection if protected early ang bata kaya mas mag-develop ang immune system o mga antibodies against the virus that's causing the cervical cancer.
Thank you, partner. Ungutan na lang ko, Doc, no, kaning there's pop culture man good nga some people pivot to vape kay it's safer than smoking, but you know they're both basically ano bad for human consumption use. Which is really better, mag-smoking ka or mag-vape ka? Para lang on the record look para masuhat gina sa mga atong mga kauban.
I cannot present a comparative study on that, but based on the content of kanang mga vaping products, nasa siya nicotine, which is contained also sa atong mga regular cigarettes. And nasa sila yung kanang formaldehyde, aldehyde. So, harmful digid siya gihapon. As to which is more harmful, I cannot really say, unfortunately, but it's always best to avoid any of these products para healthy ang ato ang life.
Aha. Natay mga picture pod para sa vaping, Doc, nga kanang mopalit ka sa vape na ay mga picture sa mga taong nag-vape o what it causes.
We don't have yet sa atong health promotion unit, but that's something that we will look into.
The
We'll
next
work
thing,
on it.
the next thing I'd like to ask you, Doc, is given the technological advances, cancer detection and all that, kuan kaning could DOH and the government take the lead in terms of kuan new technology which can be introduced to our country so that the general public can enjoy it without dying from the cost from private hospitals?
The government is continuously trying to expanding our services, improving our health systems, and kanang para ma-afford, accessible ang ato ang mga services, even to those underserved areas. The passage of the NICA law, if you've heard of it, katong National Integrated Cancer Control nga Act, nga gipasa, is already a big step forward. And we are building on that law. As I said, muna ato ang gibasihan, muna atong gi-anchor, di ata ni anchor para mo expand sa ato ang services para sa improvement of our health systems.
Partner, akong mother who is 94 is a cancer survivor. Nagmastectomy na siya. So, kuan kayo ka na bang it's I can really relate, it's so palpable. So, mangutana lang ko nga nabatay mga bagong technologies for the ladies nga I don't know, maybe karaan akong nahuna-unaan nga ang technology dili sakit sa examination sa mga babae sa mga breast katong mammogram ba, are there new types of machines nga di kayo sila sakitan?
We have the ultrasound, which is mas less ang yung discomfort. It's not really pain, but less lang ang yung discomfort if you compare it with mammogram. Kay ang procedure marang medyo ipiton. Yeah, but ultrasound is less ang yung discomfort. Now, sa cervical cancer, di ba naaman sa mga atong mga babae di ganahan nga magpa pap smear kay dili ganahan nga makitaan sa laing tao. We have the HPV DNA testing, which is self-collection. So, kung di ka ganahan nga lahi ang mukuha, ikaw mismo ang mukuha. And HPV DNA testing, tanaw na siya if you have the viral strain nga makakos sa cancer. So, pagkuha ana niya, ibutang na siya og mura og test tube. and then you send it to the laboratory, and then ato na siya i-test. If you test positive, then ibalik na siya sa testing katong sa LGU, and then i-refer ang patient for further kanang workup and possible treatment.
Finally, ma'am, kanang AI ba? How can AI help in kuan? Early detection and tanaw ng mga risk factors, sa mga genetic predisposition, because I think, partner, there's a company now in the Philippines, I think it's the first all over the world, that will really map out your entire biology ba na nimo or yung body chemistry in order to see nga unsay mga danger factors nimo sa future and how long can you live given inana ba complete package ba.
How AI can help? I don't have information on AI, no, marag wahit tingali ko AI, marag wala ko nag-age. But personally, I would say nga na ay danger if you rely on AI. Because dili man siya good kanang wala siya di siya kadwa siya wisdom ba? Wala yes, oo. So so that's why we have to be very careful in using mga AI kanang apps or AI sites because not all the information that they give insakto. So you really have to check kung tinuod man ning gisulti ani AI. We don't rely nga just because it's AI mo sakto na yun accurate kini siya. Lahi ra ang human mind if you compare it with AI. So the human mind is a very powerful organ and I think nothing can really beat that.
Lastly lang siguro, Doc, musagway lang kung lang issue. Grabe na sad ang pag-uwan-uwan lately. Baha, no? In different parts of Cebu. Ato lang reminders ngadto sa ato ang mga viewers, especially sa katong mga nilusong og baha, unsay angay nilang buhaton, kinahanglan bagyod nga mangayo sila atong katong prophylaxis, Doc, no? Nga katong kung na kay exposure to flooding.
Yes, as much as possible, if wala man sad kay kinahanglang guwason, no? Avoid unnecessary travel. So, stay inside the house para ma-avoid ka exposure to flood waters. But, in the case nga, di gud madikayan nga ma-expose ka, then you can always go to your nearest rural health unit and ask for the prophylactic medication. So, available naman sad na siya.
Thank you very much, Doc Joanne. Arina sa taas ato ang mga partners gikan sa PhilHealth. Good morning, Dr. Avril. Thank you so much for joining us. Doc, we all know that cancer in particular will definitely drain the financial resources of every family, no? Dili lang ang pasyente ang affected, tibuok pamilya gyud. Unsa man ang mga services nga ma-avail sa atong mga kaigsuonan gikan sa PhilHealth, o if you could also kindly update us pod of duna ba moy expansion sa inyuhang mga programa alang sa mga miyembro.
All right, so good morning. No? First of all, thank you for inviting PhilHealth. So to answer your question, so initially the benefits of PhilHealth Ragyud used to be for inpatient alone. So but I think it started about mga 2015 when we started to do outpatient benefit packages. So currently, in relation to cancer, as an outpatient, you can avail of cancer screening test. So this is now under the YAKAP program. So with our YAKAP program, actually, we have four. We have initially, you can go for checkups with medications, and then you have diagnostics, and then we also have the cancer screening. That's part of our YAKAP. And then we also have gamot. So I think I'll just focus on cancer screening because this is the today's topic. No? So for cancer screening, we cover for four. So we cover for breast cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, liver cancer, lung cancer, and colorectal cancer. So the screening tests are as follows. For breast cancer, we have breast ultrasound and mammogram. For liver cancer, we have liver ultrasound and alpha-fetoprotein. For lung cancer, we have the low-dose CT scan. And then for colorectal cancer, we have the colonoscopy and the occult blood test.
So, libre ni tanan, Doc?
Yes, it is libre if you go to cancer screening facilities in PhilHealth accredited cancer screening facilities.
Yung mga nagadaghan naman, Doc, no? Itong mga private hospitals din sa Cebu nga accredited sa PhilHealth for YAKAP program?
For YAKAP program, yes. Actually, as of January 2026, Central Visayas, we have around 250 YAKAP providers. So that's a combination of government and private facilities.
Say angay nilang buhaton, Doc. Igo ra sila muadto sa facility and then present lang ilahang PhilHealth registration details?
Okay. So to register for YAKAP, plugging. So for all PhilHealth members, you can always maximize your benefits in PhilHealth. So one way is kaning YAKAP na to. So for YAKAP, if you are a PhilHealth member and your dependents, you just need to have yourselves enrolled. So there are 4 ways of enrolling for YAKAP. So first, either you do it yourself through our member portal. Second is you go to any PhilHealth office. Third is you can use the eGov app. Diba? I think familiar tatanan, there's an eGov app. And then lastly, if maglisod gud ani tanan, you can always go to your preferred YAKAP provider and then they can register for you. And then, so kitang tanan nga PhilHealth members, automatically we can enroll ourselves and all the declared dependents automatically pwede sad na to i-enroll. Yes.
I'm also curious about ato imong gi-mention nga gamot, Doc. Unsa man nga mga libreng tambal di ay ang pwede natong ma-avail gikan sa PhilHealth through this program?
All right. So for our gamot, per individual, we are given a budget of 20,000 every year. So that's 20,000 pesos per registered individual in the YAKAP program. And then si gamot na to covers 75 medications. So the 75 medications, it includes the common medications or like antibiotics, antifungals, antivirals, naana siya din ha. Even maintenance medications are included. So, maintenance medication nga common kaayo sa mga Filipinos. So, medication for diabetes, hypertension, mga ingana, it's part of the gamot program. But si gamot lang sad, you just need to get the medication from a contracted gamot provider. So kanitanan, part ni siya sa atong YAKAP program. So you have to go to your YAKAP clinics or YAKAP facilities, have yourself checked by the doctor in that facility, and then si doctor, if and when needed, will make a request firstly for diagnostics or laboratories, and then after the diagnostics, if naagid siya findings, they will give you a request for the medications.
Okay, so the prescription has to be coming from a doctor nga naa sa YAKAP facility. So
Yes.
dili pwede, Doc, nga for example nagpa-check up ko lain nga private doctor, gitagaan ko reseta ni nga mga tambal, mo avail ko sa inyong YAKAP gamot, dili pwede.
No, it has to come from the YAKAP accredited physician.
But how is the situation sa tuang mga clinics under the YAKAP program, Doc? Kay usually atong hunahon ay basig taas og linya kay kuan siya open to the public, naasad biya tay uban nga urgent ang ilahang concern, medical concern, or ganhanang gid sila og convenience kanang hamugaway nga area nga dili magpunsisok ang mga pasyente.
Okay, so if we go to government facilities, mas daghan gyud siya tao. But si PhilHealth, we also have a lot of private yakap facilities for those nga ganahan og hamugaway, no? But of course, naay option. So really, it's up to the member kung asa siya ganahan magpa-register sa government facility ba or sa private facility. But what we always tell them is we encourage them to go or to have themselves registered sa facility that, number one, they're comfortable. Second is dapat duol rapod nila. Because unsa may gamit if, you register sa isa ka facility but it's 20 kilometers away from you or it takes you an hour to travel going there. So we are giving the members the option to choose kung asa sila ganahan.
Last question from me, Doc. Perhaps naamoy mga bag-usan nga mga expanded services sa PhilHealth nga you'd like everybody to be aware of, nga dili limited to cancer only.
All right. So in connection lang sa to cancer, this is not new, but dili gyud kaayo daghan ang aware ani. So we also have our Z benefit packages for cancer patient. So ang coverage nato ani is from the start to the end of treatment. And then we also have bago-bago ni siya, our outpatient emergency care benefit package. So di ba before when we go to the emergency room, di gaita ma-admit, we don't have any benefit package. But starting last year, this is our new package. So tanang pasyente nga moadto sa hospital, ma-admit or dili, maka-avail na gyud og PhilHealth benefit.
In relation to support mechanisms, we all know nga cancer care can be very costly. That's why government support is very crucial. And based sa ato NICA law, we have the Cancer Assistance Fund and the Cancer and Supportive Palliative Medicines Access Program. Now, unsa man kining Cancer Assistance Fund, each cancer patient is entitled to 180,000 annually na support from the government. So, they can get the 180,000 from our CAF site, which is, as of now, Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center pa, atong accredited. So, sa Soto siya, magpa-register siya dito. O, dito gid siya dapat. And then, in instances nga ang tambal or ang treatment is not available sa Soto, si Soto ang mo refer to another hospital and mag-enter sila into memorandum of agreement para si Soto ang mobayad sa private sa other hospital. We also have the CSP map katong Medicines Access Program po ni siya. As of now, we have 61 molecules or 61 type of medicines nga available sa atong CSP map portfolio, and these can be also availed from Soto. But we are working on expanding our CAF sites and CSP map sites. Pagkakaroon, we're working on the accreditation of Galiares in Bohol para not all patients will go to one hospital. Okay, we have to decongest Soto, which is our apex hospital. Okay, tungod sa kadaghan nga tungod kay usara siya, daghan kaayo mga pasyente maglinya as early as 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, muna assistance nga gihatag sa atong government, the CAF and the CSP map.
Doc Joan, mangutana lang ko. Kaning sakto kayo ang imong gisulti kay what if dili PhilHealth member ang usa ka indigent? This CAF is really meant for them. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, ato ang priority would be the indigent and financially incapacitated patients.
O dili members of PhilHealth, or can it be both?
Pwede both. Pwede both. Pwedeng member sa PhilHealth, pwedeng non-member. They can avail of the CAF, Cancer Assistance Fund.
Asa dapita sa Vicente Soto, ma'am?
Ang process is they have to fulfill the requirements para mo-apply sila for assistance. Unsa may siya kanang medical abstract, and then the treatment plan or protocol, then of course valid ID and certification from the barangay or certificate of indigency. So dadon nila sa facility and then i-check ni siya sa ilahang social worker if eligible ba ang patient to avail of assistance. Now if the patient is not eligible for CAF or CSP MAP assistance, i-refer man sa gihapon sa other mga support mechanisms available sa hospital.
Ma'am, another pop culture sa mga probinsya ba? Nga kung nakay suspected cancer, di sila gusto mabiopsy kuno kay mahinayak na hinuon ang cancer mo kuyanap. So please tell the public about this.
The biopsy procedure does not have anything to do with sa pag-spread sa cancers o sa katao. Ang biopsy is a procedure to know if ang usa ka ang mass, say Bisaya anong mass, ang bugon is malignant or not, ug unsa na ang extent sa iyahang malignancy para mahibaw-an kung unsa sad ang sakto nga treatment nga ihatag sa pasyente.
In short, dili tinuod, ma'am.
Yes, dili tinuod.
Ninot ni imuhang gi-mention ang CAF, Doc, no? Kay dili kayo siya ingon ana pa ka taas ang awareness about ani. Dili sad ni kinahanglan og referral gikan sa LGU, Doc. Masindot gyud ning ma-empower nato atong mga government agencies like DOH, PhilHealth to really avoid patronage politics ba kay kung masakit patabang ni congressman, patabang ni mayor didto na noon ang feeling of kanang indebtment ngadto nila. So dili ka kinahanglan mangayo og referral ni mayor, congressman para ani.
Katura medical abstract sa ilahang attending physician, and then a treatment protocol, and then ID and certificate lang from the barangay, certificate of indigency. So we are trying to make our services really accessible to all, especially to those who need it most.
All right, so this time we'll open the floor for questions from our friends from the media. We'll just pause for a very short break, mga kauban, for a few reminders from our partners. So please don't go away. We'll be right back.
Focusing on our customers' health and wellness, our highly skilled professionals provide fast, high-quality healthcare services. Here are the services offered by Kaiser Medical Center in our clinics nationwide. To provide you with the best customer experience, Kaiser focuses on convenience and flexibility with its 24/7 online access. Kaiser Medical Center, your partner in health and wellness.
We come together to commit ourselves passionately to our 30M by 30 campaign with the aim to create 30 million financially educated families by the year 2030. Let's inspire and be inspired, learn and grow, and make a difference in the lives of many Filipino families. IMG is committed to educating and empowering 30 million families by 2030. Join our financial literacy campaign.
Welcome back to Open Line News Media Forum on MyTV Cebu, and this time we'll hear it from our colleagues from the media. Please state your name and your organization.
Good morning. Desumay Padilla, DYW sa Radio Cebu. To Ma'am Tuzan, Ma'am. Ma'am, i-question na mo if unsa ano to pag-detect nga ang isa ka vape is na ay marijuana bitaw. Like unsa siya ka challenging sa inyo ha kay since daghan nam gid ang vape, daghan nang namaligya pod, basin og ilara ng isagol pod ba sa ilang mga juice nga ibutang dito or sa bala ba nga ibutang sa vape? Thank you.
When it comes to this, ma'am, so kailangan nyo to ang help sa community. Kay katong ingon nimo maalaan na siya ordinary vape. Considering this vape ang good, we still need to submit this to the laboratory for examination to confirm if nag-contain siya THC, which is dangerous drugs.
Pero katong mga previous dakop na to, ma'am, giunsa na to pag kanang verify nga katong mga na-confiscate ato nga mga vape kay naagid siya contain nga marijuana gyud.
Okay, namatay ginahimong ginatawag validation or mga intelligence operation. So, apart from that, natay ginatawag nga test buy. So, actually, palit yung nila before the actual operations, nga bypass operation. So, during test buy, katong product nga napalit na to sa ilaha, ato i-submit for laboratory examination to confirm if ever vape jud siya with THC or marijuana oil.
Pero kani sila ma'am is na-confiscate ni sa mga dagko nga mga tindahan, dili siya sa mga gagmay or napoy mga gagmay nga mga tindahan ma'am.
Katong sa mga last operation nato ma'am, katong 2 last operation this January, sa kung siya ma'am, sa mismong seller siya nakuha. Dili siya sa tindahan.
Thank you ma'am.
Hello, good morning. John Kimbote from DYWS GMA. Ari ko kang Doc Joanne. Doc, regarding sa CAF program sa DOH, mag-ask lang ko, Doc, if part ba ni ang kuan, early detection? Magamit ba ang CAF na to nga budget for early detection sa cancer?
Magamit siya for tanan nga mga laboratory test, mga diagnostics, therapeutic procedures and services, augmentation sa mga cancer medicines, pwede na siyang gamiton. And other kanang mga related expenses, like kanang even mga gasto sa family transportation, o pwede na siyang maggamit for that. Anything related to cancer care.
Okay. Sa budget for the Central Visayas, Doc, pila ang gigahin nga budget for sa DOH sa here in Central Visayas?
For this year, wala pa may kibaw o pila. But last year, ang atuang for the whole country ni siya, naa sa 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion ang budget last year for the whole country.
Sa CV, Doc, na ba
Wala ko kakuan sa exact figure for Central Visayas.
Ari ko sa mga hospital, Doc, since na may mga magamit mo siya for early detection, ang SOTO ra ba ang pwedeng magamitan sa CAF or pwede ra sa mga DOH, sa mga district hospitals, magamit ra sad ba ni?
As of now, ang atong CAF site is still Vicente Soto. So kinahanglang registered ang patient, cancer patient jud siya. And then si Soto na ang refer to other facilities if ever wala sa ilaha ang treatment kang kinahanglan sa patient.
What if layo sila nga moadto gid sila sa Vicente Soto, Doc?
For now, sa Soto ra gyud. That's why we are encouraging hospital facilities nga magpa-accredit para mahimo silang kanang CAF site. But we all know nga kuan kanang cancer care requires specialized equipment and trained personnel. That's why it takes time and ini kanang investment to develop. So di gid siya dali. Ang ato ang gi-work on is the accreditation of Galiares para ang mga patients from Bohol ato na lang sa dito.
Thank you, Doc.
Welcome.
Any other questions from our media friends? Ay, sige. Sige. O, tunahon si Kuan Mark.
Si Nonoy Parcon sa Sibianan sa DYRF Radio Persa. Ma'am, sa PhilHealth, recapitulate lang ako, ma'am. Pag 16 ako, kuhan ako sa SSS, retire na ko. Unya, ang advice sa PhilHealth, ato sa dayon, i-process mga papilis. So, yatagan ko ani. So, kani, muna i-presentar kung makinaunsa ang panglawas na mo sa usa ka tambalanan. I am correct?
Yes, sir. Muna ang gitawag og lifetime membership ID.
ID.
But for a PhilHealth member, para maka-lifetime membership, karaan man gud ni namo nga category of membership kay karon duha na lang gud among membership category. So we have the direct and the indirect. Si lifetime, to qualify for a lifetime member, kinahanglan ng pangedad ka og 60 years old, naka-contribute na ka og 10 years nga contribution sa PhilHealth.
Sobra kayo.
Unya, wa na sad ka nagtrabaho. Mao na ang sa
Kuha
lifetime.
pa man ko. Active pa man ko.
Because, sir, pila imong edad karon sir?
70.
70. Active pa ka because
Praise
Basi
the Lord.
nibalik ka og
Praise the Lord.
trabaho. No, nibalik man ka og trabaho so mag-contribute na sa ta actively balik kung naagi tay source of income even if ni-retire na to na pag 60 na to ni-retire ta gihatagan na kaana nga ID
mo niya
kay
magpresenta.
lifetime naabot kag 10 years 60 years old wa na ka niundang kag trabaho and then after let's just say 5 years nakahuna-huna ka nga ganahan ka mo balik og trabaho or mahimo kag consultant sa usa ka kompanya. So naana sa kay income balik. So once magbalik ka og income, magbalik na sa ta og contribute dito sa PhilHealth.
Ang ako sa punta na ma'am senior ko pwede sa kumakuan sa ma-recognize sa seniors kung magkinaon sa
Katong
panglawas.
sa amo ang senior citizen nga membership.
Napamang ko newspaper tong nga clipping.
Oh, pwede gyud siya sir, pero ang funding namo sa senior citizen wa mi kahibaw kung hangtod kanusa. So
Kanusa nga?
since
Kanusa nga?
kung hangtod kanusa siya kadugaya ba?
I-qualify.
Unsa to sir?
Kanusa nga makutob nga
One senior citizen ka, o nya di ka example no, dili ka PhilHealth member or example 60 years old na ka wa ka kaabot og 10 years nga contribution. Pero senior citizen ka.
Qualified.
Pwede ka nato ibutang sa senior citizen nga membership category. Pero ang amo gyung advice sa tanan namong members is if nakaabot gali ta og 10 years, muopta sa kaning atong gitawag nga lifetime. Because ang funding sa among senior nga program, di mi kahibaw kung hangtod kanusa. So mas safe ning imuha sir nga lifetime.
kaning paying.
Kanang puti. Yes sir.
Ari ko sa department o say benefits na to ani mo. Sa department mo say benefits na to ani. Kay di papel ma. Kailangan konsulta ba?
Bakuna. This is just a vaccination card. Para lang may bawaan kung naka-receive ka. Para may bawaan kung nakapabakuna ba ka. Vaccination card na ni siya, record na ni siya, but wala ni siya kanang benefits. Ang benefits nga makuha nimo kadtong sa giturok sa imuha.
Ang kaming senior sa yakap magpa-enroll pa mi. Kay
Ang yakap?
magpa-enroll
Yes, ma-enroll gyud ta tanan bisag senior citizen ta. Dili siya automatic sir nga senior masud kag yakap. Kinahanglan gyud ka mag-enroll sa yakap because mamili man sad ka kung asa nga provider or asa ka nga yakap clinic ganahan mo adto because nakapa-register na kag usa ka yakap clinic for the whole year didto ra gyud ka nga clinic.
lifetime na.
Dili sad lifetime, sir. For 1 year didto ka pananglitan sa kana nga 1 year wa ka kay kakauyon sa imong clinic nga naka-register ka. Pwede ka sa last quarter of current year magpabalis ka og lain nga clinic.
Salamat kay ma'am for
Okay, sir. You're welcome.
sa paghatag mo kahayag ba.
Sige. You're welcome.
Nalamdagan gyud si Koan sa kahayag, Sir Nonoy. Mark?
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning. I'm Mark from ITV Cebu. First question is to RD. Bob, this is in regards with the Bureau of Customs nga na-confiscate dito sa NAIA og mga prohibited substances. Naabot sad ba ni diri sa Cebu, ma'am, kanang akato?
Yes, considering si Cebu manggod kanang na siya mga direct international flights. So na yung instances nga mga drugs gikan sa gawas from gawas diretso sa Cebu through our international airport. So with that, pwede po tayo mga confiscation regarding that. So this is also in tandem with the Bureau of Customs. So kung na-detect sila na droga sa ilang x-ray, so mutawag din sila for PDF for confirmation. And na po yung mga instances na nakaabot sa NAIA, Luzon, nakalusot pa jud paadto sa atua, mo inform po na sila sa atua diri. So maayo atong collaboration with the Bureau of Customs.
Okay, but on January 26 kay adunay mga marijuana candies nga na-confiscate si Bureau of Customs. Niabot sad ba ni sa Subo ang katong mga candies, ma'am, possibly or wala? Ano?
So far this sa atua I think last December and this January through a courier service kan sa Luzon katurang mga vape products. So wala pa to mga candies.
Okay, ma'am. This is in regard with kanang you have mentioned earlier nga important kaayo ang public reportage. A question lang ma'am, unsaon man pag-report ngadto sa mga citizens safely na dili sa mako.
Kaning katuingon ako ganina, so to address the problem, kanang dili lang siya makaya for law enforcement alone. We really need the involvement, participation of the community. If na ay mga illegal activities ilang area, na sila masilingan na drug personalities, pwede dyan sila mo ato sa office or pwede sila mo at using our PDEA, our FB page or account katong PDEA Region 7. Pwede sila mo report dito and all information will be treated with confidentiality. So no, kanang ato i-consider nila nga si PDEA, PDEA is not their enemy. So we are doing our best na to prevent these bad people to cause danger to their family. So kailangan namong tabang sa komunidad to address this problem.
Okay. Last question, ma'am. This is in regards with nabay kanang padayon gyapon nga program nga gibuhat ang PDEA ngadto sa kanang gingagi padayon og kanang program gyapon sa mga barangay.
Yes, gi-strengthen niya po itong barangay drug clearing program. So, ongoing gyapon ato katong di ba na yung mga previously na clear na barangay. So, nibalik tag naog sa ilaha. This is for validation purposes to ensure na sustainable ang ilahang mga programs na ginahatag sa ilang community regarding the barangay drug clearing.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Dili sa ko ni Dr. Joanne. Doc, kanang about sa zero billing, kanang naabot na ba ni ngari sa Cebu o unsa man ni siya paagi aning zero billing ngadto sa hospital? Oh, zero ba?
I'm not really kanang knowledgeable on that, no, because it's not my program. But ang zero balance billing I think has always been there. Dugay naman na siya nga gi-follow diri sa mga hospitals diri sa Region 7. So we have that. Ang ato lang ma-aware ang atuhang mga patients nga naana siya nga programa para they can also avail of it.
Okay. For the record lang sa doc, this is in regards with the Nipah virus nga nikalap na sa unsa may mga misconceptions about ana niya naabot na sad ba na sa Sugbo or wala pa sad?
As of now, wala pa kanang case nga reported dire, no? But ang mga measures that have been done or that the authorities are doing, like for example, kanang sa thermal scanning, mga e-travel declaration, mga health interviews nga gibuhat sa mga airports and seaports are just part of the regular border screening. So what we want to advise the public is to just stay calm and continue practicing basic health habits and only rely sa mga kanang advisories nga gihatag sa Department of Health.
Okay, thank you for that, doc.
Hello, good morning, everyone. RD from ITV Cebu. Dr. Joe, I just want to ask you, let's go back to the common diseases or kanang cancers here in the province. And then, you know, it's become very convenient for everyone to go to AI when it comes to diagnosing our diseases. So, when should we worry and not worry when we are kanang nabamay gipamati bitaw, especially related to cancer? When should we get checked na gyud?
We encourage individuals with family history of cancer nga whether naa sila mga signs and symptoms, magpa-check na gid sila early on. You worry if naay family history and then ana kay symptoms nga gipamati, all the more nga kinahanglan mo adto na jud ka sa imo ang healthcare provider. But as we always say, let us not wait for too long before we seek consultation. Kay early detection really saves lives. Kanang let us try to correct the misconception nga kung magpa-screen ka, meaning na kay cancer. No, screening does not mean that you have cancer. It only means that you are taking control of your lives. So, mas sayo kang magpa-screen, mas masayo nimo may bawaan kung naa na ba kay mga pre-cancerous lesions nga pwede pa na siyang ma-treat. So, mo na ato ang goal sa Department of Health.
Thank you.
Do we have? Yes. Ang pagbabalik.
Ang balik ko. Ari ko kang Doc Avril. Doc, regarding lang sa case rates na to, Doc, kay asahe manggod gamiton sa mga unsay tawag na mga i-post online nga nganong dako kay ko og contributions, then maura ni ang deduction sa ako ang hospital bill. Ganahan lang ko ma-clarify, Doc, para pod mahibaw pod ang public nga unsay basis sa PhilHealth sa hospital bill deduction, Doc, sa inyong case rates, para lang sad ma-clarify ug makahibaw ang public.
All right. So the study of how we create an amount for a particular case, it's based on previous data, no. So it's per illness na siya. So it's not actually ang misconception lang yun is they always compare it to their total hospital bill. But when we make this benefit packages, it's always based on the cost, no, of a particular illness. So per illness nga rating na to. So that's how we compare it, and it's not just nga moingon ta, okay, we want this benefit package for a particular condition. We also do case studies. That's why I don't know if you're familiar, we always ask for statements of account from both government and private facilities, because we want to make sure nga ang benefit nato enough na ba siya to cover, no, for a particular illness. But then again, I'm sure, no, ang mga tao moingon gud sila nga no, dako gud ako ang hospital bill. Si PhilHealth is here where we will shoulder part of your bill but not the entire bill. Kay dili man namo kaya, no, kay social health insurance man mi. So we cover for all members. So naatay mga ingon ana siya nga program, sir. That's how we try to create the amount for our case rates.
Fixed rate sa usa ka sakit dili sa percentage sa total contribution sa ka member.
Yes, it's a fixed rate per illness. Yes. And then advance info na lang for everyone. In the near future, kay karon, no, we are paying based on a maximum of 2 conditions ramang gyud. In the near future, we will be coming up ato ang mode of system na will be DRG. But then this is still a work in progress. Dili pa niya siya this year or next year. It's because we need data, we're gathering data on how we go about this. So by then, if we go for DRG, dili na siya generic, per illness na siya sa tao. So we now consider the demographics, imong age, na ba kay comorbidities, imuhang gender, male or female. So this now will be considered when we give out benefit packages. Karon manggod, when we say pneumonia, this will be the package. So regardless, bata, tiguang, na ay comorbidities or wala, it's the same benefit package. And then we understand nga ang sakit dili man siya dekahon. So lain-lain gyud na siya, no, kada tawo. That's why we are in the process of shifting our payment scheme. But then again, it's still in the process, so not in the near future, but studies are currently being done to go about this new process. Thank you.
Per given that talk ba, na-curious lang ko, wala kay puruhan nga mo gamay na noon ang ma-avail sa member kay mahimo na siyang marag private insurance ba, let's say mo consider og comorbidity niya, pneumonia, pugson gyud nga asthmatic ang patient para mo gamay ang ma-avail gikan sa insurance provider. Kung dunay comorbidity na abay puruhan nga ma-deny siya sa iyahang claim kay ana gyud ba na ang insurance kung mo apply ka, doc, no, kung tan-awon bang comorbidity nay uban nga di ka kapasar sa health insurance.
All right. So I think, ma'am, the among worry na anak with the HMOs, right? So si PhilHealth, we're different because if we will consider your comorbidities, meaning magkataas imong multiplier. So your benefit will now increase. But the
okay.
premium, because it's a social health insurance, dili gyud siya mo saka.
So, balid ay siya?
Bali siya.
Okay.
So, now, kung daghan ka og comorbidities, when we shift to this DRG payment scheme in the near future, mas dako imuhang benefit package if you have comorbidities compared to a healthy individual nga. Let's just say, nagka-pneumonia siya. A 20-year-old male with pneumonia, no comorbidities. So, iyang benefit package will, let's just say, example lang ni ha, para di ko ma-quote and quote. Example lang yun, 20,000. Given the same medical condition, pneumonia, in a 60-year-old woman who is hypertensive, diabetic, asthmatic, example lang. So, pwede iyang benefit package higher than 20,000 because you factor in iyang age and iyang comorbidities. So, it will be different. Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that, Doc. Do we have any other questions? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John from MyTV, intern from MyTV Cebu. This question is para kang Ma'am Tiuzen. Yes, ma'am. So, na-intrigue ako sa part nga naanaday vapes karon pod ba nga about sa kanang marijuana oil, and I have a lot of friends nga nag-use og vapes niya. Wata kay baw nun ba nga inana na di ay nanaday epekto sa ilahan, no? So I just want to ask a question with the confiscation of kanang vapes ba nga may marijuana oil, naabay support or plan ang PDEA para sa pagban sa vapes in our country or maskin diri sa Region 7?
Siguro sa vape, compared sa ordinary vape, mas mahal din siya. So, I think 8,000 pataas ang iyang kuan per vape product with oil. So, makita nyo the difference, ana. So, regarding banning, I think we still need to collaborate, coordinate with the proper agency regarding that. But I think isa na sa among itakal pohon. Siguro na si FDA and the DOH regarding this concern.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Wala na yung mga muhabol o questions. All right, if not, we'll give our panelists also the opportunity to also impart their closing statements alang sa ato ang mga viewers. Ma'am Tessa, would you like to start? Ito ang mga final reminders alang sa ato ang mga viewers.
Again, PDEA really needs the cooperation sa community regarding how to address the drug problem. So, dako kayong tabang kanimo report sila. So, there will always be risks, but all information will be treated with confidentiality. Mas risky kung dili mo tugan kung illegal drug activity sa inyong area, sa inyong masilingan. Dili ta muhulat nga ang atong pamilya na mabiktima nila. So, again, I want to quote an excerpt from poem by Glenda Davis. It is not always easy to fight the good fight, but it is always good and it is always right. Thank you.
Wow. Basig na pressure si Doc Joanne kay naipa-quote si Ma'am Tessa. Without any also closing statements or final reminders from DOH, Doc Joanne.
So this month of February, we are observing the National Cancer Awareness Month. This is to remind everyone that cancer is not just a hospital issue, it's a community issue because it's not just the patient that's affected, but also the families and the communities. So our message is clear. Let us prevent what we can. Let us not wait too long to seek consultation, and let's make cancer screening a part of our regular medical checkup. So cancer is not a death sentence. No, it is treatable. It is preventable if we can catch it at an early stage. So together, the government, the health workers, the media, and the communities, we can work together to have a collective impact in this fight against cancer. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc Joanne. Doc Avril?
All right, so for PhilHealth, I would like to remind all members of our YAKAP program. So YAKAP is a preventive program. So again, as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. So si YAKAP is available for all PhilHealth members and their qualified dependents. So bisan pag naatay 5 ka dependents, covered na siya tanan. So magyakap na tang tanan.
Wow.
Timing kaya kapit na Valentine's Day. Magyakap tang tanan. At upakpakan na to mga panelists. Thank you very much. All girls man di ay takaron, Sir Eric, no, mga empowered women for this Tuesday's Open Line News Media Forum. And again, we want to thank our partners. Thank you very much, Manila Bankers Assurance, International Marketing Group, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Kaiser Medical Center, and De Los Reyes Optical. And syempre sa itong mga viewers, kapadayong nagsuporta sa Open Line News Media Forum on MyTV Cebu. Daghan kaayong salamat kaninyong tanan. Kini si Andrea Patania Matthew.
And I'm Eric Espina.
See you all sa sunod nga episode sa Open Line News Media Forum here on MyTV Cebu.